So I have a child in spirit. I feel as though as it's a younger boy. I was given a J name as well as a T name, J and T. He was like probably closer to like 5 years old maybe. I'm like, no, this is definitely like a 5 years old or younger. I do feel as though this was an accidental passing. It does feel, I was given the word nightmare, just meaning like everything that ensued was rather nightmarish. I do feel as though there were multiple adults around. They also brought me to what felt like a cruise ship, but to be honest, the only reason I say it's a cruise ship is because I could see the wooden planks and it felt like we were near water. So I would also take it if it's like land side, but there were these like wooden planks and we're near water, like a wooden floor. And I can feel that there's lots of adults around. This would be time of passing, yes. Because when I asked about if they ended up at the hospital, they mentioned the J name again, and I felt like it was a not passing, like it happened instant. Okay. And then he talked about green slime. So I don't know if there's a memory of you and him playing with green slime, or the green slime was like an activity or a current activity. I also got that he has a sibling, but I got that these siblings would have been raised together, like pretty much throughout their life. Was there one specific man working on this child? They're talking about dolphins and crabs. Is this the area that we're in when this like scenario happens, or this is very silly, but they're showing me those golden arches for McDonald's. Does this resonate with either one of you? When you guys got up that day or that morning, were you guys like kind of in some sense rushing? They're saying like getting up and go, like get up and go, get up and go. I feel like, I don't want to say like we're running late or running behind, but like I just sort of feel like everything was really quickly that day, like timing wise. They're talking about a plot, like a designated burial spot for this young baby. They're also giving me an S name, and they brought up the green slime thing again. They're showing me a rattle, like with the circular bottom. I feel like someone kept this rattle. They're talking about December into January, but also I want to go back and highlight the 2025. Is there like heavy significance from either when 2024 December turns into January 2025, or where 2025 turns into 2026, like this time frame? And for sure this child passed in a group setting. I can tell there's a bunch of people here, like at least like 6 sets of adults, like, you know, like husband and wives or whatever, like sets of like couples or whatever. Okay, yeah. Tosh, can I pull you up? Okay. So I have a child in spirit. I was kind of getting between ages 3 and 5.
Yeah, my son was 5 months old when he passed.
I also got a significant J name and T name.
Yeah, so I'm Tash. So that's how my whole family know me. And my J name would probably be my cousin that I'm closest to. Everyone says we're like sisters. So that's Jade.
Does this baby have another sibling?
Yeah, his only brother, Ashton. Yeah.
Would this child's passing have been like an accident scenario?
Yeah. So it was determined, the coroner determined undetermined. It was just a freak thing that happened.
I could see wood planks, and I felt like we were in a large area. I couldn't determine if we were actually on the water in like a cruise ship or if we're just by the water.
I live in Queensland, Australia. We're surrounded by water, and we live right near the water. Our house had a large wooden deck out the front. When my husband brought out my son, I was calling the ambulance. He was trying to revive him on the deck. And then emergency services all tried to revive him on the deck before taking him to hospital.
Your husband was the first one, though, to start all of it?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
alone.
'Cause I could,
Mhm.
yes, because I could see the one male doing this. Now, were there other people around, like family
Yeah.
members or?
We were trying to rush out that morning to get him to see my mum, who was dying of cancer. And I think I gave out such a guttural scream that it made everybody, like neighbors, everybody came.
So, yes, because I could sense that we were on these like wooden type planks.
Mm,
I could
yeah.
sense that this one man was working on him, like
Yeah.
specifically a singular person. And
Hmm.
then I could feel other people around coming in. Um, okay, so that clarifies a lot of that part. Okay. So was there anything related to green slime? I don't know why this does your other child play with these like gooier toys or something?
Yeah, my other child's incredibly sensory. And actually, on the weekend, he just bought one of those squishy, and it's lime green. And we bought it at the market on Friday night, and it's lime green. It's this squish thing. He absolutely adores it.
Got you. Okay, yeah. So brother's just acknowledging this like little new toy that he's been playing with. Okay, because generally this whole event was like a nightmare to you.
Yeah,
That was yeah.
I couldn't
Without
fathom what was happening.
yeah, yeah. Because I could sense that this was mom's thoughts happening.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Any significance with the Golden Arches M, which I took as McDonald's?
Well, we had to pass by two on the way to the hospital, so it was just me in the ambulance, and I was put in the front. Bubby was in the back. Multiple people were working on him at the time, and I think the ambulance, she was just trying to distract me and keep me calm. So she was just like, when we went past one, she would just be like, "Do you want to stop here and get something?" Like trying to be kind, but probably just not knowing how to do it well. And I just wasn't in a place where I could accept.
Yeah, what was happening? Okay. Could you also elaborate on like the dolphins or the crabs? Was this baby just trying to get me to talk about the water, or are these two animals significant?
His whole room was animal themed. So we had animals all around his room, and a lot of them were water themed.
And then he talked about an S name. Does this resonate anywhere in the family or friend group?
Yeah. Yeah, so my mum's name was Cheryl. She was dying of cancer at the time, which is why we're trying to rush out.
Got you.
Yeah, we're trying to get him to see her because it made her feel better. She ended up dying 5 weeks after my son.
Oh, so the 5 is very, very significant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, that day, it felt like a get up. The baby was telling me get up and go. So it felt like we
Yeah.
kind of were sort of rushing. Is this?
Yeah, we were. We had a busy household at the time. We were rushing. There was lots of things happening, and then usually it was take Bub over to mum to just boost her mood, and it seemed to keep her going. And then all hell broke loose.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Baby presents to me like at age, if I had to guess, honestly, he's showing me at age 3 because when he stepped into this reading, he was doing the. Do you know the blowing raspberries where you go?
Oh, he could do that. And the other thing that he was incredibly mature for his age. So even at 4 months old, we used to read, and he would turn the pages himself, like he was an old soul. So incredibly beautiful.
That's so beautiful because so he physically presenting to me as like a 3-year-old because he was more mobile. That's why. But yeah, interestingly, okay, would he have been 3 years old now, or this happened a while back?
13 now. He'd be 13 now.
Okay, got you. Okay. And then I also got December to January being, that was your birthday. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm born 26, the day after Christmas. So it's usually a busy time. We have Christmas, my birthday, New Year's.
Okay, I'll take you for the 15 minutes and then we'll do a debrief afterwards.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Yeah. Did Dad flip his body over at one point?
Yeah. Because the ambulance officers told us, explaining to us what to do. But it took 12 minutes for ambulance to get there. So I was out the front waiting while he was by himself doing that.
Baby takes me immediately to a harbor. Like, it feels kind of nearby, to be honest. But Soul went here as this kind of life-saving measures were given. His soul goes over to this like harbor side. He's like, I don't know how to say interim, but it's like he's kind of in a queue, and he's just like kind of waiting here in this harbor side. But let me ask a bit more. As far as you know, baby's health was like a-okay leading up to this?
Yeah. Yep. So coroner report came back as perfect. No abnormalities.
Just 1 minute. Baby's taking me to like blood stuff, so just give me a second.
He did have, they thought maybe a kidney problem similar to mine, but it was still being explored at the time of death.
The baby started talking to me about graft versus host. Now, normally when we talk about that, it's like kind of an immune response when like in surgeries and stuff where like they give a donor blood or donor whatnot, whatever, and then the body has like an inflammatory reaction to it. But I don't sense that this is what exactly happened to baby, but he's trying to get me to take me to this in the blood, specifically the blood. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, without going too deep, I feel like there's residual something in this baby's body, but it's like very minimal. I don't know if it was over the course of like. Okay, anyways, he's talking about a really low residual amount of something in the body. Like I think specifically in the blood, but it's hard to tell.
He was in the NICU, which is like when he first was born for 3 weeks before we could take him home.
He's just talking a lot about this water. It's like he immediately went back to this like, is there like a sacred place? Is there a sacred space that you go to at this water?
Yeah, there are two things that are attached to it. The first thing we have a tropical island just off where I live, and my mum's last trip she wanted before she died was there, so that was his first trip. And then every year on his anniversary, my son and I go to a beach near here, and we read out our letters we've written him. Every year, and then we burn it on the beach.
So beautiful. Yeah, so baby's like really aware of this like tradition or whatnot by the water. But now I have to ask another question though. Was mom buried?
It's kind of an odd question. She has a plot in a cemetery, but we have her ashes. So mom has a plot.
No. I'm just having this reaction because your mom came in at the end of this then. Because I was trying to clarify who we were with, and they were talking about a designated plot, a designated spot. So this would have been mom then, right?
Yeah, so my mum has one, although he sits next to my mum's ashes on the mantelpiece, but we've got her a plot in her hometown cemetery because that's where her whole family is. So we bought it anyway.
Okay, well, that was baby's way of confirming without any of us knowing that they're both together because he's talking about mom's plot of land, this designated spot. Okay.
Towards the end of her life, she couldn't talk in the last 3 days, but towards the end of life, she just wanted to go to him and look after him. That's what she kind of said too.
Yeah, really beautiful of mom. Okay. Does someone in the family play soccer?
We all sort of play soccer. So this is my his brother at school.
He's saying he's in clear water. Clear water. Okay. Oh, nope. He's clarifying. Oasis. It's like clear water, where are we? But he's saying an oasis. Okay. Did doctors talk to you about mom's levels dipping really low? Feels like labs or something, really low.
That happened really quickly after my son died. So mum wasn't meant to die so quickly after him. But as soon as he died, I think she gave up, and the doctors kind of couldn't help. So they just helped her have no pain until she could leave. But she really she was very adamant on just wanting to go and look after him. So she dropped real quick.
Do you still live at the same location that has this deck in the back?
No, I moved. I couldn't live there anymore, so I have moved, although it's only the next suburb over. So I still pass it regularly.
Yeah, because they're talking about this fear around this deck, but like this memory.
I couldn't sit on it afterwards. I didn't go home for 2 weeks afterwards because that's where he passed, and I just hated it. Like I hated the whole thing.
Yeah. I do feel like there were still lingering things from this NICU recovery. But again, like I think this was more of just like a split second crossing over. Yeah. Okay, but
Yeah.
have you ever had baby come into dream state, or have you ever had these like experiences?
Yeah, I do. There was this one time specifically where I was just lying on the bed trying to have a sleep, especially after he passed, and I almost felt like next to me the mattress dipped down, like he was next to me. And it stayed with me so long because I could definitely feel like it went, the compression of it, and it went down like a little baby had just come next to me. And I remember it when I was grieving so much. He was an old soul.
Yeah. But even him knowing this like toy that the brother has is like incredible because he's watching you guys like pick out these things and
And my son now tries to do things and he'll go, I'm going to do it extra good because I know my brother can't do it. So I want to make sure he knows that how he can do it really well, that he wants to make his brother proud.
let me pull some symbols and such. I truly don't really feel like we need to go into like details and stuff like this. But let me pull like symbolic stuff for you, for dad, for the family. I don't know if you're on your computer a lot and do this like copy paste thing a lot, but does your computer or electronic glitch when you do this?
Yeah, and we also have some things in my son's room that will just turn on out of nowhere. It freaks us out, and my son will come running out of his room and he refuses to go back in there because he swears something's just turning on and off. So I usually have to go in and I have to check it, and I'll say to him, I think it's just your brother saying hello, darling. And he goes, oh. So we do have to have those conversations a lot because he's quite a menace in his brother's room.
Okay, let me see if I can get some lighter sign. I'll pass the message along, but let me try to get some like lighter. I'm noticing that he's messing with this like electronic stuff, which
Yeah.
obviously could be with lighting too as well. But like I can see him doing it and like laughing about it. So hold, let me just like see. Yeah, your crossed over son is like obsessed with the fish and the underwater stuff. Like obsessed.
Yeah. Well, we took him on this great boat ride. That was his first ever trip when we went to the tropical island because we live right near one. So he loved every aspect of that ferry ride. He was enamored by it.
I'm gonna get better ones than this, but he's just showing me doves right now. But like the little one, it's the emoji on the keyboard. These doves.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna get other ones though that I feel like are a little bit more interactive beyond that. Um, I can't tell if they're saying Saravina or Sarah V. Do you go to a restaurant that sounds like that, or do you use those products?
Oh, my mum used those products, but not me.
I got you. Okay, so mom's just
Yeah.
talking. I think mom's
Yeah, and it was like a skincare product, but I always I used to tease my mum because it was like old lady product. So
yeah. Anyway, she's just talking about because I'm like, I kind of had a feeling she was gonna step in, but she like really wanted baby to come in first. Okay, that's fine. Wait, sorry, this is not science. Do you have a lot of CRAP in storage?
oh yeah, we did, but I'm getting rid of it at the
Oh wait,
moment.
mom's because the way I talk to baby is very different from the way I talk to mom, but mom's like talking about all this stuff that was like in storage or whatnot. It feels like a
Yeah,
lot of stuff
that
though.
was a ridiculous amount. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I knew this message wasn't going to come from baby, but I had a feeling it was going to come from her. She's saying like, see if I can get through this. She's saying that you're like truly an honorable mother. Like the way this, like the energy it takes to like sit in the ambulance to go that entire ride, to get that news, to walk that path, like only people who have walked this can understand, but like mom is saying like truly you deserve like this honorable badge. Like she's literally handing you this like it's like this little flat badge or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Because I was asking them because they have a set time they have to work on Bob, and I was asking him after 20 minutes to just leave him be because I didn't want to put him through anymore. And they kept telling me about the protocol and that's what they needed to do. So I had to just stay and wait and watch. That was so incredibly hard, but I did it for him.
Mom and baby are both talking about this like forever bond though. This obviously carries over into afterlife, and as you can tell, baby plays with your son quite frequently. But they're just saying like this is never a connection that's broken.
And he was my first child, her first grandchild. It was the only child out of my brother and I, so I think that's why the bond was so strong for them.
Does goose or gooseberry have meaning?
Oh, my grandmother makes the best gooseberry jam in the world, and so we've all learnt that recipe. And not everyone knows how to make it, but it's a family tradition.
Mom's talking about this right now. Okay.
Yeah, she made the best gooseberry jam, but her mom made it even better.
Even better.
It's a whole family tradition, but no one knows about it, so that's really specific because it is like such a thing our family has, but no one else really gets.
Let me just see if I can pull like two more symbols. I'm going to talk mostly to mom because it's just a little bit easier to communicate. Do you dissolve these things, these packets into water? Like I don't know if it's electrolytes or what it is, but she's showing me like this dissolving. Is this something you do with drinks?
Yeah. So we do hydrolytes. Yeah, my partner and I now, we do that a lot because it's good for our bodies. We're getting older.
Yeah.
Trying not to go out as young as my mum, so trying to do some healthy things.
Understood, yes. Anyways, I think it's just mom's way of validating like extra. I think we kind of covered most of the validation part, but she just wanted to say that extra piece. Is there a location called Diamond Bar or Diamond Bay or something that sounds like that?
Yeah, oh, no, we have Horseshoe Bay. That's where we took baby and mum. That's where his first overseas, like, little tropical island trip was, and it's a bay. And that's where we stayed, and you swim there, and everything's there, like your restaurants and everything. We had the best week. My best memory at the end for both. It was amazing.
Do you use this clear plastic bag or plastic wrap frequently?
Yeah, I have to for my son's lunches.
Oh, okay, yeah. She's showing me you do
Little
this.
Ziploc ones, and I put like treats in it for him for his lunchbox.
Got you. Yeah, it's like a lot though.
Yeah, okay, so I like to be a little extra careful. I might overuse probably. I pack everything separately, so like if mum's calling me out, I get it. I will stop doing that. Oh my
Just like
God.
highlighting this like excessive use of this plastic baggy stuff. Okay, got it.
All right. Yeah, message received. Thank you so much.
Anyways, she also is showing me two sand dollars. Like hers is a little bit larger, but baby's is like maybe the mini version. It's really beautiful though. They're like next to each other on this sand little part.
And we have them everywhere here on the beach.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we only live 2 streets from the beach, and we go down there everywhere. They're gorgeous.
So we can get one more from baby, and then we'll close out.
Okay, thank you so much for this. I appreciate your energy.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I was like kind of chatting with baby in the beginning though, but we were talking about these little bells, these little silver bells. And I was like, maybe don't scare the brother too much and lean into more of like the singular bell sound because that's like a little bit more tolerable than like flashing lights on and off or whatever.
Yeah, and we also hear this high-pitched ringing a lot that my son hears. And at the moment, he will not sleep in his room because he swears his brother is messing with him. Pretty sure it's just my son. That's what it feels like, that energy, but I can't be sure.
Is he like woken up in the middle of the night, the son?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's only 9, so it's a slow sort of journey at the moment.
I would put something in his room for grounding. Like, I'm trying to think of something though. But because of his age, he's just kind of like more open, and the brother's gonna connect because he's the easiest person of the family to connect to. I'm getting at the fact to have some type of stone in his room, like a grounding stone. I'm kind of talking to baby about just having more daytime activity and also just sticking to like because he likes this like chiming sound, and I'm like, that's fine, the chiming is fine, that's not going to wake someone up, but like just the hours of the night. Yes, I do feel like he enters your son's dream state quite frequently. I don't know if your son remembers this, but babysitting.
Does, yeah. My mum, my dad, and his brother are all coming to his dreams because he will definitely need to talk about it in the mornings when that happens. It's very overwhelming for him because unfortunately we've had a lot of tragedy,
But yeah, I think definitely having his own bond with the brother for sure. Also, he's probably sensing too some of his children are really good at alchemizing adult emotions. So likely he's also picking up on like any underlying like feelings you have on the passing of the brother. Children are really good at alchemizing that. So he might unknowingly be processing your own grief as well,
yeah.
which is beautiful. And that, I mean, we have children for many different reasons. So it's like having that bond with your son that's living is also healing the bond with the son that's crossed over. So it's all like balancing out.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously I would just say like, of course, like encourage him in every way you can.
Okay.
But obviously the imagination's going to run wild. He's 9 years old.
It's a lot, but I also want to deal with it in lightness and humor for him so he feels safe. It's a safe space for him.
Totally.
And that's, yeah. Awesome. And look, I really appreciate your time because I mean, yeah, I had a lot happen in a couple of years. I lost both my parents and my son within a very short space of time. So it's lovely to know they're actually still around.
Those are my usual debriefs.
Okay. Yeah. So my baby's name was Anton, and my mum's name is Cheryl with a S, and then that way I joined them together to join my next son, my only other child, who's Ashton. So it's Anton and Cheryl together, and we created Ashton from that.
I love that. That's so beautiful. Yeah, he really is like walking in their memory 100%.
My mum is there, and that was my son, Anton. That's who you were speaking to.
Beautiful. Wow.
Very good.
Thank you for putting a face to a name. I love this. And thank you so much, Tosh, for being vulnerable and open and sharing. It really means a lot.
Okay, thank you so much for your gift. I really appreciate it.
Such a beautiful reading. Oh my gosh. I had a feeling her mom was coming in too. I was like, I think I'm reading two people right now.